Hi, everyone, and welcome back to English Unlocked, the podcast that makes learning English easy and fun. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. Today we have an important topic to discuss. English for dealing with others, being polite.
Politeness is a key part of communication, right, Jake? It helps us build good relationships and avoid misunderstandings.
Exactly. Whether you're talking to strangers, friends, or coworkers, being polite can make a big difference. So today, we'll cover polite phrases, how to ask for things nicely, and how to respond with kindness.
Let's get started.
First, let's talk about some basic polite phrases you can use in everyday conversations.
Yes, these are simple, but they show respect and kindness. For example, always saying please and thank you is important.
Right. If you want to ask for something, instead of saying, "Give me the book," you can say, "Could you please pass me the book?"
That small change makes a big difference. Let's share a few other common polite phrases. Excuse me, when you want to get someone's attention or when you need to pass by. I'm sorry, when you make a mistake or want to apologize. May I, when asking for permission, like, may I sit here? Pardon me. If you didn't hear something and want it repeated politely, I would appreciate it if a formal and polite way to request something.
These phrases are easy to remember but very powerful in keeping conversations smooth and respectful.
And don't forget, a smile also helps. It makes your words sound even friendlier.
That's a great point. When you combine polite words with a warm tone, people respond better.
Another helpful tip is to use polite intonation. Your tone of voice can make a simple request sound polite or rude. So, keep your voice calm and friendly.
Now, let's focus on how to ask for things politely. Emma, what's a polite way to ask for help?
Instead of saying, help me, you could say, could you help me, please? Adding please and using a question form sounds much nicer.
Exactly. Here are some other polite ways to make requests. Would you mind helping me with this? Could you please repeat that? I was wondering if you could help me. If it's not too much trouble, could you? I would be grateful if you could.
And if you want to make it extra polite, you could add, I'd appreciate it if you could. For example, I'd appreciate it if you could explain that again.
Great tip. It's also polite to give people an option. Instead of, do this now, you could say, would it be possible to do this now?
That's right. Being polite is all about being respectful and thoughtful with your words. Always think about how your words sound to others.
And when in doubt, adding please makes almost any request sound more polite. Okay, now that we know how to ask politely, let's talk about how to respond politely.
Yes, when someone offers you something, a simple yes, please, or no, thank you is polite.
And if you don't understand something, you can say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? Instead of just saying, what?
Here are a few polite responses you can use. Thank you, that's very kind of you. I appreciate your help. I'm afraid I can't, but thank you. I understand your point, but I respectfully disagree. That's very generous of you.
And if you disagree, you can still be polite. For example, say, I see your point, but I think, instead of saying, you're wrong.
That's so important. You can share your opinion without being rude.
Exactly. Being polite doesn't mean you can't disagree. It just means you do it with respect.
Politeness can vary depending on the situation. Let's go through a few examples.
Good idea. In a store, for instance, if you need help, you could say, excuse me, could you help me find this item?
Yes. And in formal settings, like at work or school, it's good to use phrases like, would you mind? And I'd appreciate it if.
At home, or with friends, you can be a bit more casual, but still polite. Instead of, give me the remote, say, can you pass me the remote, please?
Being polite isn't just about words. Your tone and body language matter too. Always speak calmly and make eye contact.
Right. A kind tone and a smile can make even simple words feel warm and friendly. Sometimes people sound impolite without meaning to. Let's talk about common mistakes and how to fix them.
A big mistake is forgetting to say please or thank you. Always use these to show kindness.
Another mistake is being too direct. Instead of, I need this now, say, would it be possible to get this soon?
Also, avoid interrupting others. If you need to speak, say, excuse me before you start.
Good point. Lastly, watch your tone. Even polite words can sound rude if you use a harsh tone.
Being polite is a small effort that brings big rewards. It helps you build better relationships and makes conversations smoother.
Absolutely. Remember to use polite phrases, speak kindly, and be respectful in all situations.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of English Unlocked. Practice these polite phrases in your daily life. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. See you next time. Bye for now.